Hello. I wanted to go over my seeds starting this year. We've had a really terrible winter. I live in St. Louis and it's been very depressing. And one of the things that I do to help me get through the really cold days is get excited about my garden. You guys know I have a rabbitry, and that's mostly what my channel is about, but I also garden. It's funny because what started me in getting into rabbits was my garden originally. I love gardening, and rabbits just kind of work with the garden so perfectly that's what got me started in the rabbits. Now I enjoy showing rabbits, which is another facet to my gardening that I love, but I also love planting seeds. Now, I wanted to show you what I have going here. I have started my cold crops, and I can't plant these until probably April outside, but I started these about 2 weeks ago. I've got broccoli growing here, and I have planted a lot of broccoli, as you can see. These are the broccolis. Look how good they're doing. Look. Oh, look, there's even a root coming out of the bottom. Now, I planted way more than I can grow in my little yard. So what I'm going to do is probably sell these at the farmer's market, which I enjoy doing that too. That's another one of my hobbies. Here's another broccoli. But what I did was I used Vermont compost soil, which I've never used before. It's kind of expensive. It was $37 for a bag. Let me show you what it looks like. But this is what I use. I've been very pleased with it so far. It's been working really good, but that is very expensive. So I need to find a better way to use something more affordable, because this is really pricey. However, I'm very happy with it so far. And I was able to plant a lot with this, but not as much as, I'm not done yet. I have a lot more to plant. So I don't really want to spend another $37 on a bag of compost. So I'll have to figure out a different way. I'm probably what I'm going to do is get some soil at Sam's, which is like half the price, but 3 times as much, and just do it that way, because I think it'll work just fine. It's just so expensive. I mean, I love to grow nice plants and everything, but I'm not going to ever make that back at the farmer's market. So what's the point, you know? But again, look at these gorgeous little broccolis. I think I've got several in each cup, but whoever buys these from me at the farmer's market will get whatever's in the cup. Then I also planted onions. I have never been successful at planting onions. So I have one onion growing right now, and he doesn't look very good. But I don't think I'm doing it correctly, because when I see other people on YouTube, they put them like all in a cup size like this, and then put a bunch of them in there. So I think I'm going to try something different next time. I don't think I did it correctly, because I put them all in this all these single cups here, and only one has come up. So, not very good. I need to rethink what I'm doing with that. Well, I take that back. There are some that have come up, but they're just not growing very much. Then I also, in this tray, I have cabbages, which is very exciting, because I'm going to keep some of those too. I'll keep some of the broccoli, but I give the rest to my family, and then whoever doesn't want it, I'll sell. Here's another cabbage. And these little cups, I have bought these at like Rural King and Home Depot and stuff when I bought plant starts last year, because I didn't do any plant starting myself, and I just saved them, because there's no reason to go out and buy this stuff all the time. Now, like these cups, these are Bootstrap Farmer cups, and these I won't sell with the plants at the farmers markets, because they're really expensive and they're really hardy and will last a long time. They're very good, strong plastic. So those will stay with me, all those that I planted in here. But if you don't have these kind of cups, you can also use red Solo cups too. And that's another way to affordably grow plants starts to sell at farmers markets. So that's just my little piece of advice there. Okay, now this is my other tray. I am super stoked. I love these Bootstrap Farmer trays. I'm not affiliated by them or anything, but look how strong they are. Look how nice they are. They'll last over and over again for years and years. And this is probably a hobby I'm going to be doing for years and years. So I got a set for my son too, because he likes to grow plants. So it's really nice. I also tried planting onions in these. They did not grow either. I do not do good with onions. I may need to plant something else in these because that's not working. However, my celery is doing good. Look at my celery. This is my favorite thing that I grew last year was celery. They say it's hard to grow. It is not hard to grow. I put these out in mineral tubs, and I put a lot of my rabbit fertilizer out there with it, and this grows like crazy. I did not know that with celery, you can just trim it and it'll keep growing. So this year I will be trimming it so it keeps growing. I just picked it one time. Here's some more celery that I have. Yeah, that's celery. Isn't that gorgeous? And I share it with my rabbits because, you know, they help me grow it. So they love celery. Then I have Swiss chard. This is all rabbit food here because I really don't eat Swiss chard. I know people love it. Maybe I'll try it this year. I don't know. I've got a lot of it. A lot of rabbit food right here. I love it. This is how I spoil them. Look at that. I love growing food. Okay, and this is kale. I will eat the kale. Have you guys ever seen on YouTube some of the people that grow kale and they have these great big leaves that are like massive? That's what I want. We'll see if it happens this year. I'll keep you posted. These are the dinosaur kale too. So they're supposed to get the great big leaves. But look, they're starting out really good. I may put kale in these onion ones that didn't work because, you know, kale is very good. Okay, so these are all the seeds that I have planted, and they haven't come up yet. So I'll just show you here. We can plant our peppers now. So if you live in, I'm in zone 7, you can plant peppers now, and tomatoes probably in a couple weeks. I'm probably going to wait a couple weeks to do. I never do great with tomatoes, so we'll see what happens with that. But I planted some Anaheim peppers. Love these. So these have been planted. These are great. I've planted some chives. And I got these at the Dollar Tree for 31 cents a packet, and they work. They come from the same seed companies as some of the other ones do. So don't think because they're Dollar Tree 31 cents a packet seeds that they're not good enough. They're just fine. So if you are low, your budget is low, go to Dollar Tree and get 31 cents a packet seeds. They work. I'm a huge pepper person, so I love peppers. These are hatch peppers. And I did want to grow some of these this year, so I planted some of these. This is a new one for me. They're Marconi Reds. Not a good picture here, but they're the great big red peppers. So I planted these. I need to plant some more of these, the sweet bell peppers. Look at the pretty colors. Excited about that. I planted some jalapenos, which I love jalapeno peppers. And I do lots of things with jalapeno peppers. We do jalapeno poppers. I freeze them. I like pickled peppers. Jalapeno pickled peppers are really good on everything. I also like to do cowboy candy, but I actually prefer the pickled peppers more than cowboy candy. I don't like the sweet. Then I've planted some basil. This one, the dwarf Greek basil. That'll be good. And this is a new one. I thought this would be really fun. Dark opal basil. And that's already coming up. I just wasn't able to get it over here to show you, but that one's going to be really nice. Then I also planted some cilantro. I love cilantro. In the summertime when it's coming up really nice, I'll go out and pick it fresh and put it in my foods, you know, wash it and everything and put it in my foods as I'm cooking. So it's nice and fresh. But if I have a bunch that's ready, I'll dehydrate it and put it in a jar so I have it all winter long too. So that's a big, I love cilantro. The only thing about some of these plants is, you know, I have Lorenzo and he runs around in the yard. So I have to fence up my plants that I don't allow him to eat because otherwise he will eat them. But he likes cilantro too. So, and the basil, he loves basil. Sometimes I'll buy a basil plant or I'll grow a basil plant and just put it out there just for him because he's a little spoiled. And the other thing I planted, I couldn't find the packet for it, was parsley. I started seeds for parsley. I love parsley. I love to dehydrate that one as well. So you know how you buy the little containers of dehydrated parsley and you put it in your food to eat. I do that all the time and I use it up so fast. I never have enough, but it's really nice to have. It's nice to have fresh when it's growing too. Just go out and pick it. But other things that I got this year, I got this at the Dollar Tree. This was $1.20. I think this was $1.25. We'll see how it does. Lots of zinnias. I love zinnias. Anything I can do to bring pollinators to my garden or to my yard, I will do. So zinnias, and I may plant some of these out front too, because if you guys know, my son passed away last year, and I do plant a lot of flowers for him in my front yard, and that's just for Derek. So that's what I do. So it just makes me feel good, and it keeps me remembering him, and that's really important too. I also still need to plant some lettuce. So those are all just things that I've got started. I'm super excited about spring because we're supposed to get a lot of snow tomorrow and Wednesday. So this is my way of getting through this crappy weather. And it's what works. So, because I have to go out and feed and water those rabbits when it's really cold out, and it's no fun. So it's what gets me by. I hate the really cold and I hate the really hot because the hot's really bad. It's really hard on the rabbits. I usually lose rabbits in the really bad heat. The cold, they do better in the cold, but then, you know, their water freezes and I have to deal with making sure they have plenty of water. That's hard too, but it's all worth it because I love it. So, I'm supposed to go to a rabbit show this coming weekend, but it depends on the weather. Oh, sorry. Patrick is deciding to get in the quit. So that's my cat. Anyway, so thank you for watching, and I appreciate every single one of you. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet, and because it helps my channel grow, and I really appreciate it. And have a good day. Thank you.